Hello everybody, welcome back to the stream. A very subsequent stream. Thank you all so much for joining me today. Today, I had the sudden urge to come on stream. I couldn't resist it. Y'all are too much fun to talk to and chat with. And in this stream, I figured while we don't have a crunch to cover, we're at kind of a pivotal point right now in the timeline of the Ark franchise. And I think, I've seen a lot of these tribute videos and, sort of memorializing, ways to almost memorialize people's experience with Ark. And there we go, the chat's working. And so today I want to go through some of the history. I want to know y'all's stories and, figure out what creators that you watched growing up, maybe if you're kind of as young as I am. How long you've been playing Ark and really kind of look at a bit of a blast from the past there. So we'll be streaming for about 2 hours. And thanks for joining me, guys. Can you like to the camera, TJ Love? I don't know what that means. But thank you for asking. Maybe you can like. Hello, ID autocorrect. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Thank you, Legacy Till I Die. I appreciate that. So, man, Ark has been around for 8 years. How long have you guys been playing? Can you elaborate? Can you share a little bit? Put in chat how many years you've been playing, if you can sort of do the math. Been playing for 7 years, Gavin plays. Kishko? Hello, Soul Market 112. There we go, there's the chat. It's Netter, the Ned of the Net. Carry the form. You have your story's been playing all 8 years and have 6K hours. Wow. Less than a year. Okay. Hello, Alpha Rexy Fazbear. 5 years. You played half your life? That would make you at least 16. Or at most, I guess at most 16. 2 years, 7 years, 3 years. Wow, we got quite a diverse cast of players here and experience. Been playing for 4 of 5 years. That's good to know, y'all. What are the kinds of creators that you watch throughout? If you did, I mean, some people don't watch YouTube much. Like I've met some people that genuinely just don't touch it. Pocket Ninja, how are you doing? Good to see you here. Hold on, let me make you an epic moderator. Whenever I see people I recognize, generally if they're cool enough, they become mods. I think that's it. 8 years from 8 years. Where did I? Oh, on 2 devices, half your life, at least 16. Wow. Holy. That's incredible. Isn't that weird? How do you guys feel about having played it for that long? What does that feel like to you guys? Your Ark story is that you did really well in Ascended on the island, but when you went to Scorch, the game crashed and deleted your survivors. It ruined hundreds of hours of your time. That is really unlucky. You're the only Ark YouTuber I really watch. Well, thank you, Quick Slash. You mind if I ask why that is? I'm really curious, actually. Game preview. Okay. Syntac, you, Raz Clark, and Vino. Okay. Good to hear. I know all those dudes, not too personally. Don't know Vino that well, and I certainly don't know Syntac all that well. Your first YouTubers were German YouTubers, but your real Ark content creators were Grunty and Crow Media. It's really cool hearing you guys share these creators that you watch, because I know so many of them, not necessarily on a personal level, but I just know of them. Syntac, yeah, Syntac. What do you guys, if you don't mind me asking, what do you guys like about Syntac? Because I personally, I don't watch him much, but I very much appreciate his level of his voice and the way that he's trained it. I think it's a really incredible skill that he's built up over the years. I don't know. Do you guys get that impression? Like, doesn't he have such a cool voice? I don't know if that's a weird thing to focus on, but that's one of the main things that I feel like Syntac leverages. I forget his name. What is his actual? I feel like I've heard his name like a handful of times. It's not Sean. It's something. Y'all would know. Some of y'all would know. Syntac super fans. Chromita Vino. True-Fi. I don't know who that is. I'm your 6th Ark YouTuber. Nice. You started in 2017 when it dropped on PS4. And your wife wanted a co-op game. It was split screen too. You know, I never got to experience this split screen thing, but I've only, I've heard about it. Thank you so much, Thunderbolt, for the €2 super chat. You have Ark on PS4, Xbox, PC, Switch. You're addicted. Wow. What is that? What is that like? Can you talk about what that's like? I'm curious. Syntax. I like how you spelled syntax there. Syntax equals consistency. Okay, so that's what you like about him. He's consistent. The first Ark YouTuber you saw was Nooblitz, so you don't like his content these days. Your favorites are you and Captain Fat Dog. Dude, Fat Dog is awesome. Fat Dog is so cool. He's such a creative dude. The split screen is better than most games? Really? Why is that? You liked Insomnia? Me too. Yeah, I used to watch Insomnia for the Ark lore videos. He was actually part of why I started making Ark lore videos, because nobody was making them. It's really sad. It's like, dude, where is Insomnia? He's supposed to be talking about the Genesis ship and having no clue what's happening, but none of us did at the time, you know. Remember Lucky by Nature back in the day? Yeah, I remember that. They actually came back like 2 weeks ago. Did you see that? Remember playing Ark in 2016 with your brother? Good times. Good times. Back in 2018, you used to watch King Daddy D-Mac on the TV. Oh, thank you so much, Thunderbolt, for the €2 super chat again. It's chaos. You did it to play with different friends. Oh, okay. That's cool. Just saying, Nitty, why are your Ark lore videos long? Is that a question? Why are they long? Because there's a lot to cover. There's a lot of... I just smacked my keyboard. There's a lot of content in the Ark lore. There's too much. Honestly, there's too much. Colton, your friend recommended the game to you. You began playing through everything. You had trouble on Gen 1, so you decided to go on to Gen 2. You accidentally deleted the save. Yeah, that technical difficulties like that tend to happen. Yeah. Helgen? I do. That's a name I feel like we don't really utter in the Ark community anymore. But not many necessarily know what happened there unless you've been around for a long time. Watching this live from your grandma's farm, that is epic. You should have played Ark 3 years ago on Switch. You're scared Crystal Isles and Valgura won't be coming to Switch? Yeah, Henry, what's going on with all the Switch stuff? Have you seen anything? Because I haven't seen any announcements about it in forever. You mostly watch Axeman and Natural Causes. Occasionally you watch Raz Clark. You always watch Survival Stories. Chromita. Yeah. What do you guys... I noticed Chromita puts out tons of 100 Days videos. And Nat as well, Natural Causes. What do you guys like about the 100 Days videos? I'm really curious because they're incredibly successful. It seems like people really like them. Do you guys like them? What do you like about them? Around 100 Explorer notes. Have I heard of True? What does that say? I don't know how to say that. He's a small creator. Has a fun videos and streams. I've not heard of them. Poet plays Gaming Beaver. I've heard of Gaming Beaver. Thank you, Snow Dragon. I'm glad you like him. The last announcement for Switch was Ragnarok trailer. Man, it's been so long. Oh my god, Alec. Alec, do you love King Daddy D-Mac? Is he your favorite YouTuber? Y'all, say hi to Alec in the chat, guys. He's a longtime friend of mine. You just like watching the journeys? Oh, okay. Odin says, you like the way they're narrated. What? What is, like, what's... Oh, the 100 days video, maybe? Okay. Yeah, that's cool. You and your dad played together and made your dream base. Oh my gosh, the chat's moving so fast. In PvP, you loved the base. In a couple days, they got raided by Duke. Yeah. Yeah, maybe PvP is not for everyone. Hi, Alec Silva? Alec. Yes, it is Alec. 2,000 hours on mobile? They log your hours on mobile? That is wild. Dwell. You like 100 days video? The format's super structured, so lots of videos feel like the same-ish, but there's enough with the challenge to keep it interesting. Yeah, I can get that. I can understand that. People like stories, you know, and they're telling stories. What's the worst or weirdest time you've been arked? Probably getting wiped by the overseer after we killed it, and then having all my stuff deleted, and then doing it again, farming everything back, and then getting wiped again by the overseer. I think it happened like 2 times in a row, and then maybe on the 3rd try we actually were able to ascend. That was yeah, we were getting trolled real hard. Survival stories are so good. You combine the survival stories with your love for Undertale and its characters and lore. It makes you imagine that 2 games in one. It's really fascinating. I don't really know how those 2 would mix. They're quite different, but that's interesting. It sounds so painful. Are you talking about the overseer thing, quick slash? Pain, yeah. Yeah. Yep, it is. Absolute complete pain. What did you guys think about the crunch last night? I know we talked about it pretty extensively, but we've all slept. We've all had our naps, our sleeps. Of course, I think the consensus is that we're disappointed, but next crunch, I think we're gonna get some pretty good stuff. Henry says, Nettie, I just want to say your Ark Explorer videos, your favorite Ark vids, and they're so entertaining. Well, thank you, Henry. That means a lot to me. That allows me to continue doing this. So thanks so much. Thunderbolt, thanks so much for the €5 super chat. Your Ark story. You joined PvE official on week 1. No one knew how to play, and around 30 players lived together in a thatch village in SZ1. What is SZ1? Is that like a tribe name? That is really impressive that people managed to live in a 30-person thatch village for long enough for it to not be destroyed. That's actually really fascinating. What crunch? Oh, the one that came out last night. A crunch was just filler. You can tell they tried to fill it with content, but there was just nothing. Yeah. But on the other hand, let me show you guys something that I don't know how long this has been out, but there's something. There is something. There's actually a playark.com. I'm sure this domain's existed for a while, but it's got like everything on Survival Ascended in one place, which I don't know, I just found out about it. So I guess if you want to know everything, you know, you want to see all the dossiers and the concepts and stuff, they got it all here in one place. So y'all can check that out if you want to see. I mean, obviously there isn't much to see, and you've probably already seen everything here. 2,000 is rough estimate based on how many in-game days you've played minus your average in-game sleep time. Oh, okay. Gotcha. You're sad about Ark 1 ending? What makes you sad about it? It's a pretty cool website. Yeah, okay, I'm a web designer, so I mean, I can see what's up with it. It's all right. I would say it's nothing like crazy. Wait, what is this? There's like a video in the back. It's mildly adequate. By no means could I by myself single-handedly make this, maybe with ChatGPT, but it's adequate. Speaking of websites, the Survive the Ark should be getting updated soon. And that nicely transitions us into looking at the history of Ark. I don't know if like community crunches have their own. I feel like there might be archived crunches somewhere down here. Cross Xbox, PS4. Maybe it's at the bottom. Possibly off topic. I don't know. Or it's just literally in announcements. It's my favorite programming language. Probably HTML, considering that's like the only one I know. So honestly, I'd have to give you a pretty lame answer there. Yeah, just HTML. I don't know anything else. Whoa. There's only 24 pages? How does that work? The Last Stand and Extra Life. Oh, this is like a survival of the fittest thing. Man, looking back, introducing the Troodon in November? What? It's been out for that long? I didn't know that. Hello, Victoria Isabella. Nettie, did I see the message of Dolly? ASA and Steam? Oh yeah, do you guys want to take a look at that? I don't know where it is, but it's somewhere. I don't think it's in announcements, is it? If we look up Dolly. So this actually shows like a screenshot of ASA on Steam. Oh my gosh, how many messages? Dolly, you write so many messages. It's a lot. Hey Nettie, hello CMBXP. You just tamed a Carcaro for the first time. That's better than me, because I've never tamed one. Pretty sure. How many messages did she... Oh, here we go. Wow, isn't this crazy, guys? Ascended. It's real. It exists on Steam. It's crazy. 17.3 hours. Dolly, this is unacceptable. Why don't you have 5,000 by now? 0 achievements? I can't believe that. Tell me your Ark story. Yeah, Derek, I'd love to hear your story with the game, how long you've been playing it, what kinds of creators you've watched over the years. That kind of thing. Yeah, it has posted screenshots of that in general chat. He has over 500 hours. I wonder if we can find his anywhere near as easily. Let's see. Come on, Jat. Wow, this is actually so many messages. I kind of wasn't expecting that. Chat. They've been so chatty. So chatty lately. Is it here somewhere? Oh yeah, Nady, how many hours do I have in Ark? I have 10,000, almost 11,000. Yours maybe rookies. Your friend has 1,500. I believe you only have 7. Yeah, unfortunately, I have 11,000. Thank you so much, OG Cream Banana, for the $10 super chat. You started Ark about 3 years ago after you got chronically ill. You weren't able to live life anymore. Ark YouTubers like you and Axeman really helped keep your sanity. So thank you for doing what you do. Well, thank you so much for supporting me financially. I really appreciate that, man. I'm glad you like the videos. Oh, here we go. Yeah, this is Jat's 500 hours. That's to be expected. That's a very Jat of him. That's a Jat move right there. I'm really impressed that this is, maybe it was archived somewhere. I'm not sure, but I believe y'all they actually used to call the crunches Ark digests, and this is the the announcement for the lead sickness dossier, and they would do these Q&As all the time. Bosses with scalable difficulties. Oh wow, they actually did a lot of these things. They actually did implement a lot of these things. Things were so different back then. It's wild when they like responded to questions, you know, and like implemented feedback in a very communicable way, I guess. I'm an OP Ark YouTuber. What does that mean, Mind Rowan? Rune the Kind. You've been playing Ark since it came out. Over the years, you've become a master crab tamer. Tamed over 300 Carcinos. Tribe kept killing them, and it was up to you to save the day. Save the crabs, yeah. Started playing Ark Dwell flow right as it released. You were in the military and always took your laptop. Oh wow, that's dedication. Hi, Karks, new to the streams and watch a good amount of the content. You're a big fan of the survival stories and curious when extinction will come. Get that question a lot, and I cannot give you an answer for that. We may or may not do it. It depends on a lot of factors to do with ASA. Chase, I don't know. I mean, chat, 500's nothing to scoff at, you know. And Dolly's the product manager. She's not like a gameplay designer or something. It's not her job. Thank you so much, Dark Wolf of Taros, for the $5 super chat. Started with Wild West RP on Ark and joined friends playing Survival Evolved to learn how to breed and fell in love with the game. Can't wait to play ASA with friends. Wow. That's cool. Wild West RP. What was that like? I don't know much about, you know, RP and stuff. I never really did that. Also, vids are awesome. Thank you, Brian. I really appreciate that. I'm awesome at Ark. I'm actually pretty bad at Ark, but I'm very good at collecting the Explorer notes, unfortunately. Jad also dropped some small leaks in the general chat. Small leaks? Wait, Martin, what leaks? Are you talking about like information leaks? Can you elaborate, please? You know, the background of the Community Crunch, do you know if that's a poster anywhere? I don't know. Probably not officially sold, but like you might be able to find it. You might be able to have someone make that, you know, like print it out or whatever, or do it yourself. Hello, Valek G47. Welcome everyone to the stream. If you're just joining, what we're doing here today is just going through the history of Ark, talking about your stories. You know, I want to hear, oh my gosh, is this a giant 16-foot T-Rex for Paxies? I want to hear your guys' stories and your struggles and your experience with Ark. Really. You're bad at Ark too, Brian. Brothers in Arms. Survivors League. What is this? Chat's like, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. What is? Oh, maybe this is like for the... Oh yeah, these are dinosaurs riding on humans. This is like the April Fool's joke. Introducing the Basilosaurus. Yeah, crunches were kind of just like built different back then, I feel like. 500 hours is nothing if it's your job? Well, that's not 500 hours in the dev kit. That's 500 hours in game. He could have like 5,000 hours in the dev kit. We also don't know what his official job is, you know. I don't know what he does specifically. I'm sure they have people doing a lot of different things. Ooh. How about this? Just a tech guy in A pose. Tech tier items. Man, back in the day, early tech. That's neat. Oh wait, we're actually going in reverse order. You used to have to tame a dino to get the dossier. Yeah, I mean I can see it both ways. I'm more of a collector kind of myself. How long did it take me to make the story vids? Years, multiple years. Like two to 3 years. Yeah. I mean, if you're talking about the survival stories, 3 years. That's when we started making them. Been playing for around 3 years. You started watching a dumb YouTuber when you were younger, for getting Ark confused with Conan Exiles. Oh, okay. Yeah, I suppose they're a little similar. The rocks also explode, sort of. Oh my gosh. Megapithecus boss arena? Can you guys tell me about, like, how do you... It seems like the story video that I put out recently really, you know, resonated with a lot of people, like I've talked about in the last stream. What is it about the Ark story that you guys like so much compared to other stories in games? And, like, furthermore, what is it that you like about hearing the, like, knowing the full lore of a game? What is it, like, that makes you curious about that kind of stuff? Because I feel like I've been working on, you know, Ark lore videos for so long now that it's sort of, it's a different feeling to the feeling I had when I was originally just like watching Kona Voice and other, Ark lore, like Anthomnia and stuff. I was definitely super interested in them, and I would definitely watch Netty the Noodle videos if I wasn't him. Because, luckily I found the way to make stuff that I liked, or rather like make stuff that I would watch, I love the story because it starts to escalate when Aberration dropped. Yeah, it kind of like heats up, gets a little intense. Unraveling the mysteries of the Ark. Ruins. Oh, that is cursed. They used to have snow on the Megan notes, I guess. And maybe they removed that. Center biome? What's going on with the center? Was this when they released the center? That's wild. That the player takes part in a big part in the story, not common for Survivor games. Really, yeah. I mean, I get where you're coming from, because I think a lot of the time the lore doesn't necessarily do a very good job in games of like tying in the player if it's like a sort of open world survival type game. But obviously, we know Ark does a really good job at that. It's easier to understand, mind you. The history makes the game more complete. Just feels good to know the lore, understanding the character. I like how the story isn't apparent first play or really ever if you're not looking for it, but it's always there and you know it's there. Seeing the story behind my at one point favorite game is cool. Yeah, it got me thinking, guys, like, if the developers told you the story in the same way that I did, would you be as interested? Because I feel like part of the appeal to the Ark story is that it's like so mysterious and you have to do some digging and some work to like unearth it. But it's interesting because like, it's like this dichotomy where I feel like we like to uncover it, but then we also like to almost spoil it for ourselves and like just have someone explain the whole thing to us. So I wonder like, where is that threshold for most people? And like, where's the point? Like, how much of the story did you guys know before you watched, if you watched the full story video I just put out? How much of it did you already know? And if you didn't know much, were you okay with kind of spoiling it? You wouldn't have watched it if they put it out. Really? What? Why not? Is that just because of like you wouldn't want it to be spoiled, or just like you like my voice or something? If you like my voice, thank you. But I'd be flattered. What's my Ark story? Well, it all started when a 14-year-old with OCD found this game. I'm not going to get into it. Unless you really want to know. All of it. You knew none of the story. Not a lot, all of it. Okay. You ignored the hell out of it on the game, but you really love how you put them together. Well, thank you. Thank you, Brian. So this was like the Titanosaur update. Ark's catch of the day? Is this a literal fishing? Wait, hold on. Let me look at that. What is this? I made it make sense, really? Well, thank you. I'm glad it made sense. Oh, okay. This is a literal post about the fact that you can fish. Wildcard was built different back then. Okay, I don't know what was going on. Oh, come on. We want Ned lore. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I started playing Ark when I was about 14 or 13, and I played a lot of survival games like the 7 Days to Die and Rust up until then, starting with Minecraft. But I actually got Ark because I really liked the graphics, and I also liked the fact that you could drag bodies around. Maybe I would rate a little high on the psychopathy scale, but no, in all seriousness, it was a lot of fun once I got into the game and started to do more than just dragging bodies around. Believe it or not, that was not the first thing I did. Most people punch trees. That's probably what I did too. Tamed a dodo, all that stuff. It was super laggy, I remember. But I got it day one, June 2nd, 2015, the day it came out, basically. And eventually, the dinosaurs kind of grew on me. I wasn't a huge fan of... You're complaining about the last community crunch when the old ones were just pictures of dudes fishing, right? But yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of the dinosaurs at first, but then eventually I started to really like them. And I started to learn like all the names of the dinosaurs and got pretty obsessed with them, which I didn't really expect. You know, you don't expect, it's like if you don't like a central mechanic or like guiding feature in a game, you wouldn't expect that someone would necessarily warm up to it a lot. But I did, and I started to really love the dinos. And, you know, I played for many years and had a lot of free time. And eventually, you know, I'd started running servers, and I ran so many different servers, met a lot of different people, learned how I like to play the game, and eventually started to make some videos that I took some care into. I think, you know, I was making videos as like a 13-year-old, 14-year-old, 15-year-old, but they weren't anything serious until about 2020. That's also when I became monetized on YouTube. So, yeah, I never really wanted to be I never thought about being a YouTuber. It just kind of happened. And then I was like, oh, okay, well, I just started college, so that's convenient, you know. Can have a job in college. And ever since, you know the rest. The rest is history. Whoa, the scorched earth set fire to the sky. Beams. Why are we talking about beams? Just drowning people is pretty fun in Ark. Beans? Did someone say beans? Were there beans somewhere? Chill, you're not a wildcard worker? Oh, speaking of the dough, I forgot that animated series was a thing. You're actually worried. Oh, okay. Have I heard of the Ark Shorts YouTuber? No, I have not. Dino facts. Nope. How am I today? I'm good, Spina. How are you doing? How are you doing today? I'm curious, how many of you want to make Ark videos or do this the content creation thing? Let me know in the chat how many of you want to do it, and also please explain, if you would, what makes you want to do it when you think about it. What gives you that urge? I'm really curious. Oh, this is when they put out ProcGen. Man. I remember. Ark Bean update? You played EVE Online? Subscribed to an Ark player, what I did for fun, and said I should try it. Oh. Nice. It's usually our gateway, some people that bring us. Now, for the achievement hunters amongst us, do you know if the achievement list is the same in ASC as in ASA? Well, we know that there's 32 achievements, and they might have just directly copied them over, unfortunately. So it might just be the exact same, which is honestly pretty disappointing. I'm trying to do it, Spino. To make a gaming channel when ASA comes out. In the process of recording Ark cinematics. Best one just got overrode. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, guys, tell me about, for those of you who want to make Ark videos, what makes you want to do it? Like, do you want that to be your job? And what stops you from doing it, right? If you're stuck, if you feel like you're stuck, and if you feel like you want to do it but you can't, why do you think that is? If you don't mind me asking, if you're comfortable sharing. Oh man, these ancient. Oh, I wanna get a little blast from the past here. A little I remember this. Wow. It's so cool looking at this now, what I know now about like audio design and stuff. Void is not interested in content creation. It's the community building for you, Billy. I think there's Scorched Earth theme here, I think. No, it's that one. Grasslands? Jungle? I forget. It'd be fun to make. I feel like it'd be fun, Gavin. Yeah, I think for some people it's very fun. Casual beaver, you'd like to make videos, you don't have any friends who play Ark. Oh wait, And you don't have a PC. Oh yeah, that's a big big hurdle. Enjoy the storytelling opportunities, Nautican, that the game provides. Your kids like dinosaurs. You're from a family of biologists. How many biologists are in your family? That's pretty fascinating. Is it like a lot? You've been starting to work on simple tutorial videos, but they were mostly get people to stop running. So many cables and irrigation because of server lag. Okay. Trying to help out the Ark ecosystem. Hello, Tiny T. You've been watching my Ark story videos. How did I get Rockwell's glasses? Sunglasses skin and painted them white on like every region. 7 golden beans. Wow. You feel like Proterax be a neat thing to try, and if it's something one would enjoy, it becomes an opportunity for a full-time job. That's just incredible. Yeah, it's a very lucky position for anyone to have, and I'm always very grateful to be able to do this. It's because of you guys. Don't have a PC though? You're thinking of buying one? Yeah, computer will allow you to drastically improve anything that you want to do and allow you to do it in the first place. Why do I like making videos about Ark? How do I stay hooked on the game for a long period of time? Well, I don't know. I just have a very diseased brain that gets very obsessed and hooked on things and hyper focused or fixated, and I can just some things I can really enjoy more than others, and Ark just happened to be one of those things. Yeah. The Ovis. Oh, I remember that. They wanted the Ovis to get some kind of like some kind of Steam award, I think. Work too much. It's fun to I can't read that. To be honest, editing has become fun for me. That's good. I mean, sometimes editing can be a real drag, but overall, I was able to do it because, I actually quite enjoyed it, and that was lucky. It's my favorite, most pointless dino. I can confidently say the Trilobite for once in a very honest response. It's a very pointless dino, but it's, I like the symmetry, I like the shape of it. Oh, this is when they changed the freaking the volcano and stuff. Let's get some writhing swamps. Hello, Beringer D. You've been globally banned. Your Ark stories. What? That is really funny. That is so funny. Dude, looking at this in hindsight, I guess this might be like a random screenshot from like comments. But they're like, hey survivors, we're looking to share your stories. And someone posted a screenshot. You have been globally banned. That is so good. Oh my god. Do I remember the animated series? Seems like everyone forgot about it. Yeah. Not really knowing too much about it. It's just like, yeah, marketing? What's that? All right. So this is one of those classic Ark update trailers. In the Discord Ark pics, if I want to check them out. Oh, okay. Let me look at this. Island tech will be available day one. Other tech will come out as their respective maps. Easy way to access shoulder pad inventory and more colors for mutations / dyes. More colors. Whoa. Okay, cool. Well, I think you actually posted twice. Okay, $39.99 at launch and then $49.99 after that. Okay, that's good to know. Those were the days. The nostalgia is great. You enjoyed it. I'm glad. Those trailers went so hard, right? Kuda did a great job. Kuda Core's, or in other words, Chris, one of the wildcard employees. Y'all, I need to get some water. Some water. You screamed when the animated series came out because you had always said that Ark would make a good show and nobody ever agreed with you. Yeah. I mean, I think it'd make a great live action as well. Discovered Ark because your friend knew you liked dinosaurs and invited you to play. Would play PvE bases on PvP servers. We didn't know the difference. Took a lot of learning. Yeah, I can imagine that. Man, was this like one of the last updates they did in early access? I feel like. Oh man, this was when they released out of early access in 2017. You got a question? You got any unofficial servers for series which people can join? With ASA, we'll be doing some server stuff. Keep an eye out for that. These are such beautiful shots. Oh no. Oh, this that shot, the after effects or whatever they're doing with these 3D text. That is something. 4 arcs. The one thing you strive for in arcs is to become a friend to all the great content creators out there whose content I enjoy. Let's see. Limited collector's edition. Wow, guys. I'm just promoting all these things that you can't actually get anymore. Pretty sure. Maybe they're like on eBay for $1,000. Possible. I actually don't remember this video. Yeah, it probably wasn't seen all that much because almost 1 million views. This is like their pre-order trailer when they essentially released out of early access. Actually, this was... Okay, this is released before August, and August is when it came out, but we might see something like this, to be honest, when it comes to like the ASA stuff. Possibly. You have to repurchase Ark and the DLCs for Unreal. Yeah, I mean you'll have to rebuy ASA if you want to play it. This is correct. Oh, this might be the last one. This when they added the otter. Is that a tech sword and shield? Oh man, I remember this update. Man, when did they stop doing the digests, dude? When did that stop? Live action Ark trailer. This, I guess, was released like when they officially put out the trailer. For the great announcement. Oh, Aberration expansion pack announced. I'm going to let this play while I go get some water. So enjoy Kuda Core's beautiful work. I will be right back. Bottle of water. Get some beans too, guys. What's going on with these beans? What's happening? Could you elaborate? First YouTuber you followed that played Ark was Tag Black TV. Wasn't that the breeder guy? Didn't he breed dinos? I swear he did a lot of mutation stuff. Right? Yeah, he did. Oh my gosh. That is wild. This guy did so much of that. Some dedication. For sure. Beans, beans, beans. Can't wait to see Aberration UE5. Oh, yes. That is absolutely going to be excellent. With the mechanic for the Gigantoraptor and Wild Baby Dinos, does that mean until they add the new maps, well, Wild Baby Dinos will be pointless at first because we'll have to wait? No way to tame them? Maybe. I typed very fast. Thank you, Anthony. Nettie turning into David Attenborough, the ultimate Ark narrator. Also, why does Aberration soundtrack go so hard? Really intensity and horror. Right, yeah, I mean, it's one of those really great tracks that just went sicko mode. Like, they didn't hold back at all. Pixamundo. These are the ones who did the Ark live action, I suppose. Bring up a picture of Heinz beans. I don't think I will. Tag never played the actual game. He just did dino breeding for his mutation zoo. He went and left a gem of a game buried in the sandbox. That's one way of putting it. I didn't actually know what happened to him exactly, or where he went. Why he quit Ark. I wonder what happened to all those Ark YouTubers that probably a lot of us remember. You know, why they stopped, and where they are now. Right? Did a short on that recently. I know that. Did you guys remember Slipgator? He's like living on a boat now, I think, which is fascinating. Not sure how you get, you know, from being on an Ark raft to a real life raft. So he's not only not touching Ark, he's also just not touching games in general, probably a whole lot. Ark at TwitchCon. So this is that reminds me, Noise is gonna be at TwitchCon in Las Vegas. Which I think is October 20 through the 22nd. So hopefully there's not anything cool there, because I'll be very jealous that I didn't go and I wasn't able to go. He quit? Wait, do I remember the? Yes, I do remember it. Yes, this is facts. What happened? Yeah, Slipgator is in fact on a boat, a real life boat. Nettie, you up to one day? Have me take an Ark quiz? Most of the Ark YouTubers you watched, grew up and got very repetitive, which in the end kind of killed their channels. That's a fascinating comment. I like that comment or message. What do you think made them repetitive? Right, and how do you think they could have fixed that? Y'all, can you chill out with the spam? No need spam. I want to be seeing the comments, you know, that got something to say. Great guys, now I'm hungry. Dino TLC. Is this the first one? Oh my god, this is the first one. Can't believe it. What dinosaur do I hate the most? Man, Pego probably. Or Ichthyornis, or, you know, one of those universally despised ones. My voice is dying. I will not be threatened. ID autoclone. For Tag, all he did was breeding and nothing else. He hated PvP, so he never branched into that. That was how it got repetitive for him. Gotcha. Yeah, that's why I like, you know, trying a bunch of different stuff. And most of all, I like to do stuff that other people don't do and that they're not doing. Because I want to be making some special stuff that no one's tried before. And that you know, maybe extra appreciated for that reason, you know. This was the, Parasaur, Argentavis. Favorite map and why? I mean, it'd probably have to be the island. You know, it's always kind of been the island. I've kind of oscillated a little bit or switched maybe to other maps, but at the end of the day, it's always going to be the island, I think. The reason it was repetitive is the same series over and over, no change of pace. Eventually, it was just the same thing. Mostly back then, modded series will hype it further. I wonder what will happen to SOTF on ASA, and will devs leave it to rot again? Third time's a charm. Yeah, Protorax, I think that, like, you know, if you look at the data, it's just not, I don't think it's, certainly if you use the Steam charts as data, it's just not doing very well. And when that happens, I think either it's the marketing or, you know, you can easily say, like, it's the game itself. You know, I think maybe SOTF is just kind of outdated and it's just not very appealing for a lot of people. I mean, look at this. 2,000 users. And now it's at, you know, what, like 40, 60. It's like the lowest it's been since the release. So, yeah, I mean, I think that SOTF is failing. And I don't, however they re-release it, I don't think it's going to matter, because if it was a really sought after and entertaining game mode for people to play long term, that would be reflective in the numbers, the number of players playing it, right? With all the top locations videos everyone seems to be making, would be my number one spot. I never really win. I always like pick a different spot, I feel like. And I also don't play PvP, so whatever spot feels good. That's my answer. I run out of filtered water, so now I'm just like dying over here. What was the story of introducing your roommate to Ark, a skit or real? It was a skit. I hope that much was obvious. Cadence says, when Tag played Ark, it never had much of a story to it, save for the Explorer notes. So you can understand that he felt there was nothing really for him to do, no real purpose to playing it. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to tell a story if you're just breeding dinosaurs. Hello, Code for Code. Thoughts on the 2 DLC? You mean like for ASA? No clue. I've talked about it before. Maybe Orat Prime, maybe not. We'll see. We'll see how long my voice can last. Drink the bean juice. Bro, the bean juice will not help. Okay, maybe I need to drink some oat milk. It's weird how vocal cords work. If you talk for like, how long has the stream been on? Like an hour. If you talk for like an hour straight, suddenly it starts to get scratchy and your voice just like crumbles. It just like, it's like breaking. The fix was changing the pace or switching between the playstyle and learning from other sources. You think most channels would have survived if they just changed their pace on how the series went on? Yeah, I mean, that's a really good, I like that you're bringing that up, Corrupted, because it's such an important thing for any creator to understand, is that like, bro, there's a certain level of quality that people want to see. And what is good is what people will watch, right? And am I lactose intolerant? Maybe, sort of, probably. Nauticin says, Ned, I never knew the whole story behind Ark until I saw your cinematics. How do you think they can involve the story more in a more engaging manner? You know, I would immediately first say, like, well, okay, one thing they could do that would definitely help is if they just added voiceover for all the Explorer notes. Right? So it's not just Helena, it's not just Rockwell. You get Diana, Megan, and so on. That would help a lot. And there's no real reason why it should just be Helena and Rockwell that are voiced in the game, officially. But Second, you know, I might immediately think like, oh, what if they put similar things to the survival stories in the game? Oh my god. I get some water, y'all. I am dying. I'll be right back. But thank you, Conejos 3000. I'm about to die on stream, bro. I'm sorry, y'all. How long have I been growing my hair? Deep breath. The last time I cut it was about a year ago. About 10 months ago. Y'all, part of my lung is collapsed, so I apologize. That might have something to do with it. Bro, I cannot die before ASA releases. I'm not gonna let that happen. They can take my arms. They can take my legs. They can take my voice. But I will not die before ASA comes out. Please, knock on wood. Or something. I have this like kind of gross mango lemonade drink that is like a couple hours old. So it's kind of brown. This might be a bad idea. How does a lung collapse? Oh, it just happens. It's I think it's called bronchiectasis. Something like that. I just have like a dysfunctional cilia. But my leg. Yeah, I mean different people have different. I have like, you know, one of those chronic illnesses, you know, that people are born with. I do try again. He who tries again, eh? Probably shouldn't have drank that. Well, too late. Yeah, probably inflammation is generally untreated primary ciliary dyskinesia is kind of what happened there. I've never smoked in my life. Maybe I'll whisper, guys. You want this to be an ASMR stream? Maybe we whisper from now on. I don't know if that'll make my throat worse or not. I don't know how. Can you guys hear me okay? Oh my gosh, new Conquest servers. Wow. Oh my gosh, a message from Studio Wildcard. Wow. You love this game? When ASA drops, you will try to become a content creator. They'll make building videos. Okay, Robert. I challenge you. Ned is dead. They got his head shot. Him on his bed. Killed his raptor. Fred. That's what I have said. Wow, that's an epic rhyme. How many lobes do I have in my lungs? I have no idea, bro. So specific. How many lobes do you have? Luna Lynn says, I want to thank you for the Ark lore videos. I met people who've played Ark for years and have zero clue as to why the maps had been the way they had been. Thank you so much, Luna, for watching. I really appreciate that. You got asthma despite never smoking. It sucks. What did you do to get here? Sometimes it just happens, bro. It just be like that. Wow. Oh, wow. They were already talking about next generation Ark back in like 2018. That's pretty epic. I never knew that. How does a part of your lung collapse? I don't know, like science and stuff. How does part of the lung collapse? How does bronchiectasis happen? It's a condition that occurs when the tubes that carry air gotta whisper, that carry air in and out of your lungs get damaged, causing them to widen and become loose and scarred. These tubes are called airways. Oh, wait. Okay. So they got damaged, I think. Maybe they didn't collapse. Maybe they just got very damaged. Something like that, guys. You've not watched me much, Robert. But in Ark, what do I enjoy to do? Unironically, I need to whisper to not cough. I like to farm resources. I like to farm resources. I'm not even kidding. It's very lame. I just like to gather metal for like 3 hours straight. Ark. Happy birthday, Ark. I can't. Oh, man. Thanks for your patience, everyone, with my diseased lungs. I'm the diseased YouTuber. What the heck am I? What is Ark Mobile? 2018. You love to farm too, Robert? That's great. We're epic farming pals. Yeah, they've been developing ASA for a while. F for Ned in the chat. Thank you. Maybe I just need to like inhale this. Let's try inhaling this thing. Maybe this will help. I got swamp fever? Maybe, bro. Maybe. Why is my name Natty the Noodle? God. Don't try and whisper after you inhale albuterol. It's probably not a good idea. I like noodles. I like to eat noodles very much. I'm quite the noodle enjoyer. Are you sure you don't need to just end stream and take a rest? I appreciate the concern. This is very regular for me. The vocal strain is, I don't think it's ever been this intense before, but yeah, I'm not like super sick or anything. I'm just like, this is a pretty regular thing. Yeah. The lung disease. Hello, altar card. Oh, you also have a tube thing going on, inhaler. Gamer bread? Did you just say gamer bread? Oh my good god. My good god. Wait. Hold on. This is really cold. Bacteria can't exist in like cold stuff, right? So surely this is fine, right? I have severe lung damage. I know. Become a content creator and voice act. Well, I mean, that's a thing. You'd think that would be a bad idea, but like doing that has allowed me to, sometimes I can't travel. Sometimes it's really hard to go out a lot. Sometimes there's limitations that are beyond mental that are actually like, the chronic illness makes it hard. So being a YouTuber is actually very, beyond obviously being a very lucky thing, it's especially nice for having disease. The funny disease. You know, I don't think I've actually ever done it, but so I do breathing treatments. I don't think I've ever done it on stream though. So if you guys are interested, I could on stream if it would make you feel better. It does sound a little bizarre. You guys want to see my cool setup? I'll show you for just a second. Not gonna do it too long because you'll probably be a little confused, maybe. This is not a bomb jacket. This is a vibrating vest. Vibrating vest. Check it out. Makes me sound funny. We do a funny voice. Is that a silver play button? I said, yes, it is. Keen observation. He has a ballistic vest for school. It sure looks like that, doesn't it? Vibrator armor. So this vibrates my lungs, and so it shakes them so that I can cough out death, disease stuff, diseased fluids. You don't want to know, bro. Nobody wants to know. Oh yeah, well it helps. So normally I do it with, I'm not gonna do it on stream because it's kind of loud, but I do it with this thing called a nebulizer, which is like it's like vaping if it was good for you. I basically vape salt, like sodium chloride, moisturized sodium chloride air. Sing that. Bakamitai. Yeah. You shouldn't laugh. No, you can laugh. I give you permission to laugh. I laugh about it all the time. It's gonna vibrate through the walls and dodge bullets, bro. Walking on a magic vibrating bed. Infect my enemies. Yeah, I'll go ahead and... Don't worry, I'll do this lots after the stream, I assure you. I will do lots. You just ditch the sodium and vape chlorine gas? Oh boy. Social roundup? Man. Back in the day. So many crunches. We're just skipping way ahead. Well, y'all, it has been fun. Oh, hold on. I do want to answer a couple more questions before we head out, but I will be stopping the stream soon. I do see some cool questions. Your mom has one of these. Hope I'm not having it too. It is what it is. But that's interesting to hear. I've never really met anyone with a vest before. What graphics card do I have? I think it's a RTX 3090 Ti. Recall. Read an Explorer note with it on. I'm okay, thank you. Maybe for an exclusive special stream next time. Robert asks, if you focused on being an Ark content creator, it would be good for ASA because it's a fresh start. Well, that is dependent on whether you're producing a product that people want. Well, first of all, zooming way backing up a lot, like what is, you'd have to define good. What is good for you? What is good to you? What is deemed as good, right? What are you looking for if you want to make videos, right? People come to me a lot saying they want to make videos, but I never understand what they like are getting at, because not a lot of people are very clear in what they're after, right? That's why I ask it a lot, and why I'm so curious, because I want to understand, what is it people want from this? Do they want fame? Do they want money? Do they want to build skills? Do they want to work from home because they don't have to work another job that's maybe way harder, you know? Do they want to do it because it's fun and they don't care? You know, what is that reason? And then the next question is like, what you need to find a need generally for like any of those reasons, unless it's just like no interest in like making money or something, then it's like, well, it doesn't matter. But if any of those reasons are like, yeah, you want to make money, you want to have some success, then the second step is like, what need can you fill that you would succeed with, or that you would at least fail or succeed with, right? You know, to do it, you got to be okay with failure. You got to be okay to fail. Oh, oops. You got to be okay to flop and make mistakes and get your butt kicked. And I think that fear is something that stops people a lot. Honestly, that's a that inability to like be okay with failure is a big block for a lot of people. So that's another thing that you know, everyone should overcome if they want to be a creator, right? But yeah, I mean, ultimately at the end of the day, if you look at Mr. Beast or anyone who finds success making videos, you know, at the end of the day, they're telling stories, or they're making ads, or they're filling a need, right? They're finding a need and they're filling it. So that's what you need to do if you want to be a creator and if you want to find success with it for whatever reason that is. But I think following those steps would be a great thing for you to do if you want to make videos, right? Again, step one, why? Right? Find the reason, the real reason, right? Be honest with yourself. And number two, figure out how you're going to do it, right? Be realistic about that too. It's very important. And sometimes you don't know. Maybe you don't know the answer to number two. Try really hard to find the answer to number one at least. But eventually maybe you'll find the answer to number two. I mean, certainly it takes time. It took me like 6 years, you know. So that is my morale of the day. Hello, Riley. My throat is dysfunctional. It's not working anymore. So, with that said, thank you, Void. I appreciate that, even in my delirious coughing. I appreciate that. Y'all, thank you so much for watching. It's been a pleasure. I hope you I hope you got something out of this stream, or you found it enjoyable. Be sure to like this stream if you liked it. Subscribe down below to see more of my videos and support. And I will talk to you all on Friday, next Friday. All right, be there. We will see finally what's going on with this freaking game with ASA. We're gonna see some stuff, and I will see you there and see the stuff with you. And goodbye, everyone. Have a good night. Take care. You're awesome. Bye, guys.